Yeah. It's your hostess with the most is burning like toast is Cosmoni, and right back up in it like I left something, y'all. Hey, you know what we always come to do: balance all balances and check all checks, because you know what happens next when you see the butterfly vortex, man. Hey, we've been going in on this spiritalis for the last couple shows, man. I just wanted to knock out a few little points in spiritualis. Not really points, just get into some more of this read, man, because it's actually a dope read. You know what I mean? you know, uh as we now know, spiritualis is a book written by John Baloo Newborough some 7 years uh before he wrote a Waspy. So, after reading this book, it comes to a realization that you find that Mr. Spirit himself, JBN, didn't even believe in the spirit. He didn't believe none of the stuff that he would later in time go on to publish in the Owaspy. Now, one thing that I did take notice of, that the angels come to JBN in 1870, right? But the final transmission of the text doesn't come till 1881, right? That's 11 years. That's an ode. You dig what I'm talking about? For those who are abreast of the timetables of prophecy, 1/3 of a generation, 11 years is an ode, right? Also used in the timetables of prophecy. You know what I mean? So I thought it was interesting that JBN was going through a sort of purification process, if you will, uh, to be able to spiritually be able to bring forth a book the magnitude of a Waspy. So to see his mind state in year 4 of 11, right? To see that he wasn't just gang goofy. He just wasn't just believing this stuff. He was searching it through, and he was finding it so fantastical. He just had to find the answers, right? This shows that want, you know what I mean? That the liberty for man to acquire knowledge in his own way, to his sufficient standard of belief or objectivity, to see that he wasn't just some lame or charlatan trying to pass off some old crazy kook religion or something. You dig what I'm saying? And to see that he didn't believe it, right? He ain't truly understand it, right? But he wanted to know. And they say when you search for things, right, 9 times out of 10 you find what you're looking for. And if knowledge is your point, you know what I mean? Well, it's reaffirming that the dude who Jaja picked to bring forth this message wasn't just some old pushover, you know what I mean? Somebody you could have just told anything, some old gang goofy lame. You know what I mean? He just wasn't going for anything. You know what I mean? Let's see who all up in the crib real quick, man. Let's get some shout outs real quick. Ira Immortal, shout out to you. Peace, love, light, balance. My brother Ja way up in this thing. You dig what I'm talking about? Selah Shalom said he tuned in. You dig what I'm talking about? Big bruh. What up, cut? Y'all go over there, tune in to sub, like, share over there at Selah Shalom TV, man. That's the bro. Shout to On the Lookout. My brother BC. Shout to BC. Shout to my big sister. Shout to my big Iman. Mahalia. It's my bro. Nino Macalini. Shout out to Ray. Elizabeth Weaver, man. Thank everybody for coming through real quick, man. I just wanted to make this quick, bring out some stuff that I thought was interesting in this text, right? Because we keep seeing that, you know, the same questions JBN is asking. Look what he asked. What is the general condition and occupation of spirits in the spirit world? Man has asked these questions forever, right? So let's get into this real quick. This is the book Spiritalis, written by John Baloo Newborough, 1874. Spiritalis, let's go back up so we can show the definition of what spiritalis means. Spiritalis means questions and answers from the spirit world, or spiritalis, spirits interviewed, or the spirit speaks, right? John Baloo Newborough, written in 1874, republished by the Essenes of Cosmon. Shout out to the Essenes of Cosmon, man. They be everywhere. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can blow it up just a little bit. There we go. What is the general condition and occupation of the spirits in the spirit world? Right? He asked the same thing Tay asked, which is the voice of all men anyway. So it makes sense that another spiritual man, when Tay is the voice of all spiritual good men, that another good one would ask the same question. In condition, look what the spirits say. The spirits are somewhat similar to what they are on earth. Some are poor and wretched, others happy and prosperous. The poor are the blind ones, and the wretched ones are those that lived in sin and iniquity on earth. The good and intelligent spirits are prosperous and happy. The occupation here is broadly as it was on earth, namely struggling to better their condition. So there's a process to better your condition, right? Religion don't tell us that, right? What is that redemption? That would be redemption, right? Notice you haven't heard anything about burning flames and roasting in hell for 1 billion years, and you ain't heard none of that. Bronze Yog in the house. Shout out to my brother Yo. I want y'all to notice that. No spooky, no scary. You know what I mean? And notice the tenor or the direction, right, of the writing. He's not writing as if he is a man on earth trying to tell about the heavens. He's writing as if, or speaking as if he is a man in the heavens looking down, telling you heavenly things to the earth. See you know what I mean? It's there are 2 points of view. The Bible is uh Quran, the Vedas, the Purana, the Taoist text, Buddhist text. They are told from a earth-centric point of view, trying to look up and explain the stars, the skies, thing. That's the point of view of all of them. They're never from the God down. You dig what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. So I just wanted y'all to notice that ain't nobody roasting in hell and pits and flames of fire and you know demons with tails a mile long streaming across the sky. Ain't no death, murder, scorpion, wasp, locust flying around this mud. Ain't none of that. He said, yeah, it's kind of like what's going on here. Even so, he said, what? JBN asked, what? Can spirits be blind? He says, even so. Or, yeah. Some of them are blind by disease. Right? Look what he says. Some of them are blind by disease in the spirit, but many of them extinguish their own sight. Shout to the Creator gang, man. You bring them, we raise them, man. As a faithist, we know we when we take upon the mantle to teach, you create a bond, right? With those, whether I mean, I know it, but whether I know the person or not, if something that I says affects them, right? Either negatively or positively, I'm responsible for that. Right? So we take what we say very seriously, right? We don't be playing with y'all, man. Let alone lying. I know, Cosmo, I like to have fun, man. I love knowledge. I love researching. I love finding new things. You dig what I'm talking about? And I love being cutting edge, you know? So no, and I'm told I was never in the box. I was just never in it. You know what I mean? So, you know, it does my soul some good to go searching and finding through these things. So I ain't got time to play. You know what I mean? So your boy try to give it to y'all as real as 100 and make it you know, not so highfalutin. You dig what I'm talking about? Even though the knowledge itself is very high, right? I was always taught a great teacher can make very complex things simple or understandable to the mind. You dig what I'm talking about? To the person he's bringing it about. You dig what I'm talking about? I would like to think myself of that order. You dig what I'm talking about? With the ability to make things that are very complex simple and objective. You dig what I'm talking about? And objective. You see what I'm saying? So we know that when we creating these bonds, right, and telling you, that, look, y'all, the creator and God, not the same thing. Look, if your God is asking you for prayer, that means he false. Thou shalt not kill is a simple law, y'all. Who is the God telling you to kill babies then? Right? We know we waking y'all up, but that can go negatively or positively, right? But our faith in the creator knows that, in the end of the day, it's gonna all work to the good. But I may have to crack a hell open in the end of the day to come get y'all. But no, bro, that I know that. And I'm still willing to do this. It's many of y'all that we gonna have to bust out these hell knots. Excuse me, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm back. Right. So right here, JBN asks, what can spirits be blind? After the spirit explains to them, you dig what I'm talking about. Men, remember, we talking from a spiritual standpoint. You dig what I'm talking about? We're not talking from your earthly body. He's saying that they're putting out their spiritual vision. You dig what I'm talking about? Their ability to perceive things spiritually. Right? It's like being a baby, right? When you come in the world, you can't see. You dig what I'm talking about? Your eyes be adjusting to the light, right? It's the same thing in the spirit world, right? When you birthed into the spirit, depending on your lifestyle, right? You could be born in power into the spirit, or you could be born like a infant, right? Knowing nothing, can't see. You dig what I'm talking about? Until your eyes can adjust to that spiritual light. It's the same thing up as above, so below, y'all. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's go a little further. He say, some of them are blind by disease, but many of them extinguish their own sight. But lest you do not understand, if you don't get it, he's saying, we caution you that you weigh this matter from a spiritual standpoint. Looking at it from the spirit, not from the physical body. You who cannot see and feel the influence of spirit power are weak. Excuse me, let me go back and read this. You who cannot see, for those who cannot see and feel the influence of spirit power are weak or diseased in spiritual sight. Ooh, wee. Ooh. Ooh. You dig what I'm talking about? Those of you who cannot see and feel the influence of spirit power are weak or diseased in spiritual sight. But those who could see and feel our presence, but would not, do bring blindness on themselves. The birth of such spirit into the spirit world gives us great labor and sorrow. What they say, bringing these afflictions on the spirits of heaven. Ooh-wee. With them, we find it necessary to begin with the simplest forces and to gradually increase their lessons until they begin to have a spiritual vision. Like school. Explaining just like Owaspy. In this, we find the spiritual knowledge they might have gained on earth in a lifetime requires here hundreds of years, reckoning our time by yours. Ooh, wait. Look at it. We find that this is deep right here. We find that the spiritual knowledge they might have gained on earth in a lifetime, in real time, right now, all that stuff that you could have learned during your life, right? About being good and treating people how you want to be treated, and dietary laws and non-resistant laws, being a faithist, all that stuff about being a faithist, a good person in the physical world that you could have learned, right? But you didn't, requires here hundreds of years, reckoning our time by yours. What of wretched ones? This is JBN, who sinned all their lives on earth. What happened to the people who sinned all their lives? The killers. You did what I'm talking about, the murderers and all this. You did what I'm talking about, people who do bad. Let's go ahead and throw what's your boy Hitler in there. Let's throw your boy King Leopold up in there. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's throw the whole Roman society up in that mud. Right? Just put all the false gods and their works of war in there. Right? What happened to them? Of these, we address you with fear and trembling. For the things which you call sin are not all sin. That's deep. All the things which you call righteousness are often sin and wickedness. Therefore, when we say that all men, women, and children must answer for the deeds done in the body, be not hasty to conclude the meaning of that which we wish you to know. Know then, there are men who are plated ware, and some who are genuine metal. There's some niggas that's knockoffs, and there's some that's the real deal. Some niggas got gold plate. Some niggas 24K. That's what he's saying. The outside life and character of men are all that you of earth can see and understand. But each and every one of you has an inside life and character known to yourself and to the spirits around you. What spirits around you, You must be talking about the Ashah. When you leave your earthly bodies, your gilded or earthly character is stripped off, and we all behold you and know just what you are. For your inside life is your real spirit. On this spirit are stamped all the good and evil deeds ever done in the body. And in the name of this print, is called conscience. This is why they mistake. This is why it say men of darkness called the creator conscience. This is just an effect of creation. On the spirits are stamped all the good and evil deeds ever done by the body, and the name of this print is called your conscience. Interesting. While on earth, the wicked can divert and hold his conscience in abeyance by seeking amusement or recreation. But when he is born in the spirit life, his victims are a stain on his garment that he cannot hide even from his own vision. Thou shalt judge thyself. That's got a whole different spin on it, huh? Can you give us an illustration? He says, suppose a lawyer defrauds a widow and brings misery and wretchedness on her and her children. When he is born in the spirit life, right? This man, his first acquaintance is the suffering face of the widow and the children. Dang. Not that they are there in propria personas or in proper person, right? But the imprint of their griefs. The Vortexian record. Hold on. What did it say? Wait. Not that they are there in proper person, but the imprint of their griefs. That's the Vortexian record. For a long while, he will endeavor to fight off the vision and to dissuade himself from his suffering. But he can do nothing, study nothing, nor enjoy any spirit society save such other miserable fellows as himself. In due time, he takes to prayer. He asks Yahweh to remove the haunting vision and to give him peace and companions. He calls his cause, will bring to him other spirits who, seeing his sin and distress, engage to help him onward and upward. Look at that. Look at that. Jaja got a real no child left behind policy. You dig what I'm talking about? He got a real no child left behind policy. This is dope. This is dope. Let me see. Okay, where was we at? What was that? Let's go down. They will say to him, right? These spirits that's helping him onward and upward, right? They will say to him, by wronging the widow and children, your spirit has become bound and in servitude to them. Come on, Cosmon, don't be making this up. Huh? So I'm not about to get up here telling you something that I just believe. That's not objective. You dig what I'm talking about? And I'm not going to show you, get up here talking and not show you why I'm saying what I'm saying. You dig what I'm talking about? But for those who are what the world calls faithists, right? Or practices of the Emet Shavah, we understand this boundness. Huh? Was it not said that many of the Nazarene and the Essene men withheld from having children, right? And would just rather adopt other people who can't take care of their kids and raise them kids up the right way? Ain't that the faithist way, first of all? But why was these brothers forsaking marriage, right? Because they knew the bound or the bind or the creation of the bond that love creates. Huh? It will hold you here longer. Because you want to see your kids make it through. What parent wouldn't? Right? So it's that love that binds you to them, but it's the understanding of Jehovah, the raising up, becoming a daughter and a son of light, right? That pulls you away from the earth, right? But imagine the glory of coming back here as, as Lord Cosmon himself, Goddess Jamia, God Judavan, Goddess Ahuba, huh? Lord God Sila Shalom, huh? Got a ring to it, don't it? This is what we got as an inheritance. Creator says, all men, nigga, you can't stop progress. All men, the lowest of the lowest of the low, must approach the Godhead. It may take you 1,000 years. It may take you 10,000 years. It may take you 100,000 years. But you're going to get there. Because ain't no getting around this. Right? But this is why many of the Nazarene brothers was forsaking marriage. Because they knew it was creating bonds. Clearly explained in the Emet Shavah. Get your Owaspy game up. You dig what I'm talking about, y'all? They will say to him, by wronging the widow, right, your spirit has become bound in servitude to them and theirs. Go now and do service unto them and those that love them until you have recompense for the sin committed. You messed it up. You spilt it. You cleaned it. You broke it. You crazy glue it. Huh? Ain't that fair? No, you're not punished forever. No. It's not a lake of fire for 1,000 years for you. No, your chestnuts won't be roasting. No. You spilled that milk. Clean up that milk. You spilled that juice. Clean that juice up. You're not about to break nothing and spill nothing in grandma's house and you don't clean it up. That's in all things. That's fair. That's justice. Huh? So no, remember the brother asked, what happens to specifically to the guys who kill little children? Remember Flavius Zionist Dick Heticus? Remember he said that? Dick Heticus Flavian. You dig what I'm talking about? Said what happens to them? Oh, you got to make that up. You got to make that right. Ain't no raising up till you make that right. What they say? Until you have recompense for the sin committed, so much shall your service be to those you have injured, that you can say to them, tell me in Yahweh's name what more I can do, that I may win your love and be cherished as your brother. Then will the widow and the children say, we are more than paid. Come into our house and be as one of us. Such shall be the end of his punishment, and the purity of his heart shall be beholden by those above him, and he shall be welcomed among them. But if he committed other crimes against other persons, then he shall so pay unto each and all of them accordingly, before he shall have peace. It's fair, man. It's fair. As much as people may not like this, bro, it's just fair. It's just. Huh? No, it's not forever punishment for finite deeds. Infinite punishment for finite actions. No. Now, even as it is thus told to you of one man, so it is of all men. The thief, listen, and the murderer must also work out their own salvation in like manner. But there are other sins which we would call to your mind. First, the mother who had destroyed her offspring, abortion, before it was born. In her sin, she said to herself, I will not have the cares of motherhood, for I will enjoy the pleasure of affluence and fashion. It's so crazy. I would just watch the girl, this little rap girl. I don't even know who she was, right? But she got a song where she bragging about, she said, She bragging about having an abortion. She said, I sent that little baby to heaven. Something, you dig what I'm talking about? I wasn't with that. You dig what I'm saying? That was crazy. You dig what I'm saying? And she was with it. This is what it is. Now, to her, we would have you say that when she is born into spirit life, see, they think they get away with this stuff. Huh? Don't they? They think ain't nobody watching. Huh? They don't even understand. See, the concept of the all-seeing eye, right, is that something is watching you even when you think it ain't. And they right. This is why Big Brother has usurped the idea today. But in the faith understanding, especially in the Emet Shavah, in the ancient ways of the Israelites, the true Vrishvedi, you dig what I'm talking about? The true Confucians, Essenes and Nazarenes. We teach that there is a creator. And because of his omnipotence, right? He is everywhere and has no choice but to see all things. So even when you think you're getting away with it, you ain't. And then because you doing the deed, you don't even perceive the angelic spirits that are right next to you, that's been there since your birth, rocking with you, recording everything that you've ever done, right? You don't even perceive that's really the eye that's watching you. And the crazy part is, right now, in this time in Cosmos, many of them are your ancestors. Especially for who you would call a melanated Negroid American. Your Algonquin ancestors are right there. It specifically say them. Funny part is, in America, the Negro got a couple, like, I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that right now. I ain't gonna get into that. Right? But they always think they get away with it. You dig what I'm talking about? Nah. You don't get away with nothing. That, listen, that when she is born in the spirit life, when you die, her first acquaintance will be her murdered offspring. The motherhood she did avoid on earth must now begin. Ooh-wee. You thought you got away with it. You thought it was gonna be easier, huh? And you probably still think in the heavens it's gonna be easy. Nah. All that love you was denying giving in, you're gonna give it now. And even as much as she robbed them of their material or physical growth, so now shall she impart to them from her own spirit. Her sin in destroying the physical body shall cause her to labor perhaps 100 years in order to pacify her burdened spirit. Ooh, a lifetime. So also shall it be with those. So for those who got 2, double it. Those who got 3, triple it. Perhaps 100 years in order to pacify her burdened spirit. Now, also, Papa, you don't get away with this neither, nigga. Because Because she sure ain't make that baby by herself. Now, she did choose to destroy it. You dig what I'm talking about? But you was right there, nigga. Many times you drove her to the abortion clinic. You just as guilty. That's your baby too. Right? So let's not even act like, you know, Owaspy sitting over here pointing the finger at the woman for being the origin of all sin and all that. You know, Creator don't do that. He ain't say none of that. That's what biblical God say. We remember we're not the same. God and the Creator, any God, your God, my God, his God, everybody God. None of them niggas is the Creator. Right? But in her sin and destroying the physical body shall cause her to labor perhaps 100 years. Ooh, wait. Now you damn near 1,200 in just to get the Lord. Dang. In order to pacify her burdened spirit. So shall it be with those who are accomplices with her in the same sin. Look, Cosmon ain't making this up. But all such sins as these can be recompensed, look, and pardoned in due time. No burning forever. No lake of fire. All love, light, mercy, and redemption, and ascension over on this side. Come home to the Creator, man. He waiting on you. You hear me? Please come home. Them streets get lonely. Jehovah said, come home. Yeah. Say, but all such sins as these can be recompensed and pardoned in due time, though the sin against the Holy Ghost, Cosmon don't hold nobody up. We expose everybody. Fuck you talking about Holy Ghost, cuz? Nah. We looking at your suspect now. We get it. But we see what indoctrination you came from yourself. Oh yeah. We don't turn down no fades. We see whatever you was in your lifetime, you came up under a Christian doctrine too. So you ain't been here no longer than 2,000-3,000 years yourself at the oldest. Huh. See what Owaspy allow you to do? Huh? This is called perception. We see where dude coming from now. Now we looking at you suspect. But we take everybody suspect. We ain't taking his words as nothing, and this is why we reading it. To catch things just like this. Though the sin against the Holy Ghost, what the hell is a Holy Ghost? Cannot be forgiven. For it is the sin against one's own spirit. And one cannot forgive himself. This is the sin of imparting with one's own spirit by physical gratification, which tends to destruction. We will give you this illustration. A boy climbed to the top of a high monument, carrying with him a basket of eggs. When on the top, he would, for the pleasure of seeing the egg burst, let one egg drop over the banisters. In a little while, he would let drop another egg, and then another, and so on until his eggs were all gone. Then he beheld, alas, that no amount of prayer or forgiveness could ever restore the loss. Oh, thus it is of those who sin against their own spirit by doing that which detracts from its very self. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. We got to give spiritalis a bomb on that one, though. We got to give it a bomb on that one. He say, what? What'd he say? That no amount of prayer or forgiveness could ever restore the loss. Thus, it is of those who sin against their own spirit by doing that which detracts from its very self. When such persons are born into spirit life, they bear with them the weakness of their indulgence. Dang, you can't get away from this. So no, ain't no changing in a twinkling of an eye. That ain't happening. This is progressive. This is objective. You must know. You must work. Huh? It's the only way for spiritual ascension. We're going to read a couple more and I'm going to drop down to another one and then I'm going to get up out of here. He's like, can you convey to our minds what length of time is required in spirit life to pay off or balance the sins done in the material body? JBN is asking some hellified questions. He's saying, okay, right, let's say I knock an old lady down some stairs. That's a sin, right? I steal something from the store. That's a sin. I shoot a nigga. That's a sin. And break into some white people's house. That's a sin. Now, are they balanced? How long do it take? Like, if I do like a little petty crime, is a little bit that I gotta get back? This is what he asking. This is the question. He was like, what time is required? Like, what do you know? How long does this take to overwrite, my wrong? Right? He says, he who repents and seeks forgiveness from his victims with all his heart and strength may do it in a few years. Ooh, bag drop. Huh? They don't know our Father. That's the problem. That's the whole problem. They don't know Jah. They don't know it's a left to every right. It's a check to every balance. Ain't no light without no dark. So if you put them overtime hours in, guess what come up out of that? Extra fetty. Them spiritual works pay off. Them that doing good work pay off. Right? You may do it in a few years or a few centuries at most. But he who is perverse and will not acknowledge the wisdom and glory of, first of all, this is blowing my mind that he talking about Jehovah, but he just said Holy Ghost, so we understand that he had a Christian understanding, but this ain't his understanding now. Damn. That's proof of spiritual growth right there. But he who is perverse and will not acknowledge the wisdom and glory of Yahweh by obeying these laws shall remain in torment perhaps 1,000,000 years. Damn! Oh, Hitler. Damn Pol Pot. Damn Mao Zedong. Huh? Damn Richard the Lionheart. Huh? Damn Vespasian, Titus, Constantinus. Man. Wait a minute. Listen. It makes sense now. Remember they said Anu Hassaj, right? He was going to be on earth till the words. Since he, remember, mess it up, you got to clean it up. Anu Hassaj is the first nigga that made the names Lord and God worshipful and then put them in the shape and form of a man. This is where you get your whole idea that God is a nigga sitting in the sky on a throne. That had never been done before Anu, right? So his, not punishment, but his how he rights his wrong, how he reaps what he sows and then rights his wrong, right? Or repents, is he got to work till the words, yeah, till the words Lord and God are not praised or spoken anymore. Wait a minute. That's going to be a long time. I knew been here since what? Let's give him a good run. You dig what I'm talking about? Roughly 1,400 years. So let's just say 2,300. He didn't fail since then. Since roughly fall, assume, and rise of a car, right? So let's just say 2,300. That's like over 4,000 years. I knew just been working here. This, listen, how long he got to go to don't nobody say, oh Lord. How long he gonna be here till somebody say, oh my God? Nobody don't say, oh my God, no more. Ooh-wee. How long he gonna be here? They got to stop calling Jesus Lord first. Ooh-wee, that nigga gonna be here forever. Listen to what Dog said. He's like, but the most perverse, Osiris, Tien, Sutga, Christ, Allah, Buddha, Brahma. You dig what I'm talking about? The most perverse, the greatest of the killers, Baal, Ashtera, Dagon, Haggah, Thoth. You dig what I'm talking about? Hermes, Yerba, all the false gods. You dig what I'm talking about? The most perverse, that will not acknowledge the wisdom and glory of Yahweh. By obeying these shall remain in torments perhaps a million years. Yet we would have you ever bear in mind that our time is not as your time. Though we show you the principle by which obedience to Jehovah's laws must be given. Okay, we'll read one more and then we'll switch down into a different thing. Amongst the different religions we have on earth, right? This is JB asking the question. Amongst the different religions we have on earth, there are some that teach us to call on the name of certain personages, claiming to be prophets or Christ, and ask forgiveness for our sins, and it shall be done. What shall we believe? He say, doctrines are taught by our own fallible children. Dang. 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 Doctrines are taught by our own fallible children. You yourselves may teach some doctrine, but will it carry the evidence of truth and justice in it? Now, would we ask you, who should restore to the widow and children an equivalent for the things of which she has been wronged? Shall the thief escape by asking the prophet or the Christ to excuse him, and no reimbursement come to the widow and the children? Uh-oh. Huh? So you hit the old lady over the head, push her down the stairs. Ain't no get back for that. So you can just say, oh, help me, Jeebus. I apologize, Jeebus. I ain't mean knock that old lady over the head and steal a purse and knock her down the steps. Jeebus. Help me. You call out on Jeebus, and he forgive you. And that's it. That's what the Bible say. Cut clean, dog. I believed in him, and I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm sorry. But your grandmama in the hospital with a cracked skull, broke back. Yeah, did he just get away with that? In this world and the next? Oh, you don't know the creator. Oh, no. You got to get some of this positive for all that negative. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, y'all didn't like how I said that, right? Y'all thought I was going to say you're going to get some of this negative for... No. See, the positive is what tears corporality apart, huh? The negative sense, or the condensing part, right, is the negative, or the mother, the receptive part, the female, right? She affects physicality, right? She put it together. He put it in there and tear it apart. She bring it about, nurture it. He birth it. He take it out. System in order. Our Earth do the same thing. Our galaxy does the same thing. Everything does the same thing. That's how you know Jaja ain't lying when he said all was, all is, and all shall ever be. Huh? Ain't nothing outside of all. So everything got to have his fingerprints on. Huh? And then he tell you, oh yeah, I do this, you know how you're you know how the water spins out of your bathtub? Yeah. Yeah. You know, you ever seen tornado? Yeah. Pretty much how I do it there, buddy. You know, just nonchalantly tell you how I make sons. Yeah, I spin shit. That's what I do. You know, they call me OG Big Spin. You think what I'm talking about? He say, now we would ask you, who would restore the widow and the children and the equivalent for the things which she has been wrong? Shall the thief escape by asking the prophet or calling on the Jesus Christ the Lord Christus and excuse him, and no reimbursement come to the widow and the children? Oh, no. To all such as have the spirit of truth and justice within themselves, they can perceive that which to believe. But you shall use your arguments to those who do not understand, that they be not led astray with false doctrines. Right? Let's go down a little bit more. Let's go down. Let's switch it up. Oh, this is a good one. of worship in different forms. This is some, just, you weigh this stuff on your own. Cosmon is not asking you to believe anything, right? Y'all go look up spiritalis. Everybody, the sister dropped it in the chat the other day too. You did what I'm talking about. I gave spiritalis out, didn't I? I thought I dropped it in the chat too. But hey, well, either way, it's out there. It's a free PDF. Y'all can get it. Right? Y'all make sure y'all get this, man. And y'all read it for yourselves, man. And y'all judge it for yourself. You dig what I'm talking about? Because unless you read this stuff and then judge it, right? You're going to be caught in the snare that you created. Because you didn't read it. Huh? Let's go forward. Of worship in different forms. What is the true mode of worship? To ever call. Damn. He goes on to say, in Yahweh, the creator, and to deal with justice and charity to all his living creatures. Come on, he got to be a faithist. He is now. Huh? What is the true mode of worship? To ever, forever call on Yahweh and to deal with justice and charity to all his living creatures. Is it a sin to worship the sun? Listen, that harms no man, right? But is great folly. Yes, silly. It's dumb. It's a misunderstanding. No, it don't hurt you per se, but it's great folly. There are many who worship the sun, believing it to be the creator. These do worship truly the great spirit. So, though in ignorance of what spirit is. Huh? Can't see spirit. So the sun can't be the great spirit. Some shit is just common sense. If it's a spirit, you can't see it. So what the hell is you looking at when you look at the sun? I understand that y'all believe that the sun in our solar system is the greatest star. It is not the source of light, but shit, not even the producer of light, but is a catalyst to light, right, on our planet. You dig what I'm talking about? Throughout the galaxy, and without it, in its polarizing nature, wouldn't nothing exist? Couldn't nothing exist? First, without the vortex or the grand vortex of the sun. So I get why they believe, right? Why this would be represented as the creator of the physical stuff they see. I get that. But remember, we talking about spirit. The spirit can't be seen. So whatever the sun is, which is a heavenly planet, a luminary, a heavenly luminary, a body, a planet, just like ours, right? Y'all gonna find out soon. I know y'all gonna say, "God, man, you crazy, boy, you crazy." No, nigga, we gonna walk on the sun one day. What I'm saying is, what y'all looking at is just the photosphere or the atmosphere of the sun. You don't even actually see its rocky, hard body, right? That's in the middle of the glowing, luminescent photosphere, which means sphere of light, right? We all know all light comes from a source. Same place our light comes from, our atmosphere, so is the sun. But it actually has a perfect vortex. right? Imperfect vortex produces atmosphere. Perfect vortex produces photosphere. It's an atmosphere, but it's lit. Are you saying, Cosmon, that is men on the sun? I'm just saying I don't know about that part. But what I do know is my creator do the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over. And he never stops. He never tires. He never rests. He never ceases. He just keeps going cyclically. So is it a great possibility that the same manifestations that happen on the earth happen on other planets also happen on the sun? Yeah. Yeah. Remember, the same thing makes everything. All right. He say, these do worship truly the great spirit. They believe in it. Though in ignorance of what spirit is, choose that which seems to them the most powerful. So these niggas choosing what they can see is the most powerful. Look, he say, this is not sin. This just done. Is it a sin to worship Jesus and the prophets? Jesus. Shout out to the real Yeshua, man. Let me get a vortex in the chat real quick, man, for the real Yeshua. Because they be thinking like Cosmon be hating on Yeshua. No. That's my brother. Yeshua, the real man, born in 146 BC, died in 110 during the Hasmonean dynasty. That's my bro. That's big bro. He a pillar of faithism. But that nigga Jeebus is a literary invention from your homie Constantine through your boy, the false god of Islam, a.k.a. Jabril, a.k.a. Gabriel, a.k.a. Allah, authored from the false god Luamong, a.k.a. Christ, a.k.a. that nigga on that nag. You dig what I'm talking about? Is it a sin? So we don't be hating on Yeshua. But y'all got to understand Yeshua and Jesus is two different people. One nigga is a literary invention. The other one, well, one is a real man. He's a real Nazarene. He wasn't born in Nazareth. He was a Nazarene. Right? Remember, he was born in Galilee. Galilee. Boom, 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 boom. To those that believe, these are Jehovah, right? Listen to what he said. Is it a sin to worship Jesus and the prophet? He said, to those that believe that these are Yahweh, the creator, no. And yet their worship is also a great folly. The spirits endeavor to enlighten all men so as to make them honest and charitable to each other. This we have found many men have a symbol to remind them of the Almighty. Some use the sun as the symbol. Some have an animal, a totem, such as a white bull. The bull of heaven. Some have legendary tales and histories. Mithras, Osir, Tammuz, Marduk, Hercules. Some have legendary tales, Nimrod, and yet others have their prophet or their Christ, right? Which means all knowledge. They have their prophet, Jebus, or their Christ, their God, Christ, who is not the prophet, who Jesus is. People conflate the two now through Christianity. Christ is actually the God. Jesus is his physical representation. Right? For those who want to see some real messed up stuff, go look up Serapis, right? And then go look up a picture of Jeebus. I want real Jeebus now. I want 1800s Jeebus. Give me some of that 1452 Jeebus. Give me that 1550 painting by Caesar. Give me that Caesar Borgia. You dig what I'm talking about? And compare him to Serapis. Ooh. Tell me Jesus ain't white. Jesus white. Yeshua a nigga. Just is what it is, y'all. Hey, ain't no hate. Ain't no, it is what it is. They're different people. Okay? But to those who believe Jesus and the prophets are the creator, nah. And yet their worship is also a great folly. The spirits endeavor to enlighten all men as to make them honest and charitable to one another. This we have found. Many men have a symbol to remind them of the Almighty. Some use the sun as the symbol. Some have the animal, such as a white bull. Some have legendary tales in history, and yet others have their prophet and their Christ. Now, do we say to you that inasmuch as any of these awaken in any man of knowledge of any man the knowledge of spirit power and an inclination to charity and justice, so are they holy and above sin. That's right. Yet in many of these religions where it is taught that man can do any wickedness while in the body and repent and call on the names of these idols the hour before he leaves the body, that he will that day be received in paradise and change in the twinkling of an eye with the Flavians. Huh? So you don't go with the Canaanite guy. Oh, man. You gonna change it a twinkling of an eye, Cosmonian? That he will that day be received in paradise is a heinous sin and against the laws of the Almighty, aka what people like to call creation or nature. Some people say they have felt the spirit and power of Jesus. How is that? Now, I must admit, I can say that I'm one of them people growing up in the church. A nigga, listen, nigga can't tell me you go in that church Sunday morning, you got your click clacks on. You dig what I'm talking about? That organ get the bam, 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 bam. You dig what I'm talking about? The nigga on the drums killing it. You dig what I'm talking about? He in there killing it. You dig what I'm talking about? I don't know what you come to do. I don't know what you come to do. They in there getting it. Nigga, you can't tell me ain't no spirit moving in that thing. Huh? I'm real, bro. I can be honest. I done had experiences. You dig what I'm talking about? Nigga can't tell me that this ain't something. Now, is it Yahweh? Is it the creator? We know better now. No. But boy, you can't tell me when that spirit get to moving in that church, them niggas get to holler. Ah! You dig what I'm talking about? Get the scraggle throat in there. You dig what I'm talking about? You dig what I'm talking about? A mansion robe. Lord, I want a brand new mansion robe and a crown. And them niggas, that shit hard. I don't care what nobody say. That church music, them old lamentations. You dig what I'm talking about? That stuff get you moving. You dig what I'm talking about? So I can be real with that. and say you did what I'm talking about, even though I don't rock with Jesus like that. Y'all, you listen. I say some stuff about Jesus that make your toes curl. But at the same time, I can't fake the funk. Like he wasn't there for me sometimes. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, it hit different when you do the homework on Jesus really a fake demon, but that nigga was comforting you in your darkest time. Ooh-wee. When I got locked up, I didn't know nothing about Owaspy. I prayed to Jeebus. Ooh-wee. Something came and comforted me, turned me to a lion. That's fake. Oh, no. I lived it. You can't tell me. So some people say that they felt the power of Jesus. How was that? Huh? I can say, yeah, I have. Even though I know where it come from now. But boy, Nick can't tell me. Nick get to crying. There is room at the cross for you. Then they, bro, I'm telling you, there is room at the cross for you. You dig what I'm talking about? You may be high, you may be low. Nigga, I'm telling you, that shit get you. I'm telling you. So don't act like Cosmon sit here and act like I wasn't in church. I was there. You dig what I'm talking about? Bible thumping and bad. I was both. I know the Bible and I was bad. They always say church kids the worst. They wasn't lying. We once knew a man on earth who called all his servants Mary. He treated them with great deference, and they rendered to him good servants. Oh, wait a minute. He treated them with great deference, and they rendered to him good service. One day, his neighbor said to him, "Sir, why do you call that woman Mary? That is not her real name." And he replied, "I know her name is Mary, for she came when I called, and she has given me great comfort. Even so do many people call the Creator by the name of Jesus. And when the spirits come and comfort them and bless them, they verily believe in their blindness, damn, that the man Jesus was with them. This is no sin, but blindness. It was Yahweh the whole time. Damn. This brings to mind that old saying, it was two sets of tracks on the beach. You dig what I'm talking about? For a while, it was two. You dig what I'm talking about? Then you start seeing one. And then he asked him, well, what's that? He was like, well, those is the times where I was carrying. Damn. We thought it was Jesus. It was Yahweh saving our blind dumb asses the whole time. Look. I'm going to leave it on that one. I'm going to be done on that one. If y'all got something up out of this, man, hit your boy with a 1 in the chat, man. My church was ghetto. They playing tone. Hey, man. Hey, Hurricane a fool with it. He said they was singing both. And they was up in that boy like, boom, 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 boom. Hey, boy, you retarded. Yeah. Hey, but look, the crazy part is, yep, it happened in everybody's church. Everybody know that the pastor was smashing Sister Johnson now and skimming off the plate. We all know that. And that ain't even a question. We know he was skimming. You know what I mean? Jeebus is on the man. Oh, I said Jeebus. Jeebus on the main line. Oh, Lord. Tell him what you want. Oh, Lord, man. Y'all niggas retarded, man. Golly, y'all got my head hurt. Oh, man. Oh, man. You're right, Iman. But what kind of spirit? Huh? But that one that came when we was dark and low and we was calling on Jeebus, it wasn't Jeebus. We thought it was. But they explain that that's just a stepping stone, huh? To get to the ain't no sin in that, huh? You ain't know. You really believed. You say it ain't no sin. It's just folly. Look at this. Look what just me just saying. Ecclesiastes 4:17. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her law. Conscience. Dang, that's a good one, just me. Yeah, Bronze. This is Sister Johnson Church. Yeah, you did what I'm talking about. And think about it. The man prayed. Jesus is the head of the man, right? The man is the head of the woman. So, do the women think they having a sexual relationship with Jeebus? Is it like by proxy, by sleeping with the pastor? I wonder if that's true. If that's in their minds. Like maybe I can get a little of this Jesus sauce in me. Well, come on, Cosmo, stop. Maybe I can get a little of this spiritual upliftment from Jeebus if I sleep with a man who follow Jeebus. Right? That's like the posse getting some. You dig what I'm talking about? What's the old Jesus like, ain't no fun if the homies can't have. Jeebus got them busted and open. You dig what I'm talking about in church? It's all right there, Sister Jones. Yes, she was a pro. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. She from the family of Longina. She from the family line of Longina. She's a Flavian. Oh man. Oh man, you dig what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man, if you're not having fun with this stuff, man, first of all, it will wear you down. It's so much information. We are so duped. You dig what I'm talking about? The more I learn I don't know anything. The little bit I do know, I still be scratching and trying to fight you dig what I'm talking about? To even hold on to that. I'm debunking stuff I know. But this is that spiritual journey, man. I can't rest on the laurels of no man. None. Jesus neither. Moses. None of them niggas. Them the big homies. I love you, cuz. All the time. Huh? But Ahab asked a great question. What better is your God than my God? Ain't all gods just spirits of the dead? So yeah, you can get a little respect, big homie. Salute to you, but nah. No praise, my friend. But the problem is, the religious gods, the heads of the beasts, are demanding it. And then using fear-based doctrine, telling you that if you don't, fire and brimstone. Excuse me, sir. Fire and brimstone for you, sir. Fire and brimstone. Little hellfire for you. Hellfire for you. Everybody gets hellfire. Remember, only 144,000 niggas gonna make it through this mud. That's what they say. Don't you know how glad I am to know that them these years and them niggas is lost? that you can, these niggas can't even ask their God what year it is and get a rational answer. 57, 84, the whole everything was created. Wasn't no nothing till 3761. Nigga. Huh? They got dinosaur poop older than 6,000 years. You dig what I'm talking about? Come on, man. See, this is why none of the gods in any religion actually give any axioms, right? Because if you tell me how, right? If you start to give me the who, what, when, where, why, we can easily start to prove that, nigga, you wasn't even around when some of these processes took place. I'm talking about the God. Yeah, man. It's a dope read, man. Y'all get in the spiritalis, man. Yeah. Yeah, you're correct. Dante's Inferno. That's that mind manipulation. That's that mind manipulation. You dig what I'm talking about? Those literary inventions. Right? Huh. Dalcine, nigga. Who got fire? You don't know nothing. Who got flame? You don't know nothing about that, boy. You too young for that hurricane. But hey, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Cut it short. You dig what I'm talking about? Master said, "Come pick my check up, boy." So I'm about to go grab these little pionches. You dig what I'm talking about? Get myself together. You dig what I'm talking about? Hope you learned a little something today, man. And as always, just breathe in. Let that light in, man. Cosmonian, and I'm out.